Welcome back everyone to another Minecraft modding tutorial with Sam I am. In this tutorial, I'm actually going to restart the entire modding series. I've found out a more simple way of going about modding. Instead of having multiple files like a base mod, common proxy, and client proxy files, we just have a mod underscore and entities and stuff. So pretty much, I just want to start off doing to get to where I am right now is go to your commons, then just right click, go to new package and call it whatever you want. So maybe tutorial dot common. Only this dot common really does matter. I would recommend calling this part your mod's name. Then you're going to want to make a mod underscore file. So to do that, just right click in your package, new, and class. That would be the package you just made. So where's mine? Mine is here. So I would go new class and it'll let me make a class. So let's call it fat. So let's delete that. Yeah, delete it. And then I'll have all this in the description. I'll just go and explain what it is. It's pretty much the exact same thing as in my other 1.3.2 tutorials. And yeah, so this is just giving the mod a name and a version. Right here is telling the Forge whether or not it needs a server mod file to be able to work. In this case, we have that on false, and we only need the client side. And then you just want to extend your little mod underscore thing, define what we're making in the mod. Then we want to make two little lines of coding for an item and a block for pretty much the exact same thing. So it would follow along the lines of tutorial block equals new block TGN. Oops, what did I do? Block TGN would just be what you want your block to be called, or your entity file or class file. So if I were to an A, it would ask me to make a new class, but we don't need a new class. 255, this stands for the item or block ID. The first 200 or so are used already, so yeah, the 0 here is the texture. It's just pulling a default texture from the uh, GUI texture stuff. This is just saying the block name. This isn't what it's called in game. It's just a name for Forge to know. This is the hardness and the resistance of the block. And down here with this here again is the um, item ID. The name and icon index is the sprite that it has, I think. And this is just registering the block. So we want to add in a name for the block. To do that, just do language registry dot add name brackets tutorial block. So that's this. Then this would be whatever you want your block to be called. So same thing for an item. So now let's just go start a server. Let's save that. That'd be a good idea. And start a client. And I'll show you how it works in server and client. So yeah, the reason why I'm starting this entire series again is because in the original one my server stuff got messed up. I don't know what's wrong with it, so let's just get into the mod or server. Now I'm player what 3 or 636. I'm now OP. How do I talk? It's not enter. It's T. Game wait knee slash game mode 1. Oh, and let's just go back to coding for a second. And for the class files, you're just going to want to type or get all this in. If you were to be typing this all out by hand, you wouldn't have these little imports here. Let's just delete them all. all these little imports. So you get all these errors, just go over it. Import from net.minecraft.src. That's just importing the file from the source stuff. Um, so like in my other tutorials, I explained that this here is for the texture. This one's for the material, and this is just a constrictor, and this is the creative tab stuff. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing over here. It's just max stack size there. So let's get back into here. And I feel like the volume here is really loud. So let's just turn all that off. And we can get our TGN block. And I think I put in redstone. Yep, I did. So now we have our TGN item, just like in our last tutorial. So yeah, this just been a little tutorial. Currently, these blocks don't do anything because we haven't really given them a use and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching.